Welcome to the Picks of Equinage for Churchill Downs on Tuesday, April 29. Derby week at Churchill Downs, and we are seeing the race simulation of the first race, a courtesy of the race simulator of Equinage.com. Go to the QR code that you have in your screen. It lands directly in the page where you can register your free user. Register your free user at Equinage.com, the best handicapping tool in the business. The Scotty picks are two picks selected by an algorithm and program that is based on machine learning, emulates a human being handicapping the race. And you have also a long shot, a horse with a good morning line or a price play. These two picks, 52% of winning rate, and is independent of this program that calculates the win percentage and probability for each horse based on stats. It's a mathematical value, and if they match these two programs that are completely independent, that is a good sign. The pace is the initial speed of the horse. You saw it in the race simulator. The SOR, the stand of race, is the competitive level of each horse based on an average of the last races of the horse. The higher, it means that faced strong groups. This is the level of this race. For example, 51 is the SOR of the 7. He was facing less competitive groups than, for example, the 4. This is the record of the horse at the distance and surface, and the G-star, the genetic strength rate, is the pedigree of the horse in one number. The higher, the better. If you touch a horse, you can check his whole campaign, the metric for each race, the jockey, trainer, it has trouble, the result of the horse, and the workouts at the bottom, even with comments sometimes. So you have there that information, the stallion campaign, the Dan campaign, that is useful with first starters. And the GSR Plus is the pedigree of the horse for each distance and surface. So you can check the ability of the horse for each surface and distance. 3 and 4 the picks, the 5 the long shot, 3 and 4 at the top. Together, 57%. They look very strong. The 4 with a very good record at the distance, better than the 3, and 88 in the GSR is a very high number. Then the number 5, the long shot, 6 to 1 in the money line. You can check the horse saying applies for Toilet, 8 to 1 in the money line, 12% to win. Race 2, 12 and 3 are the picks. The 7 is the long shot. See the win percentage is a spread. Easily you can see that this race is tough. A tough one, complicated one. You need to check several stuff to pick your horses. For example, see 12 and 3, 16% and 11%. They are among the top 5 in the win percentage, and they have some treats that you can use. The GSR is good. The competitive level is, this one is lower but has better pace. It's a tough race. The number 1, 19% to win, is the top one, is not high, but has a chance, has a good morning line. Send apply for the 11, the 12, and even the 7 is close, and it's the long shot. 9% is close. So open race, check this group of horses. Maybe you can get 3 or 4 horses to use. You need to consider, obviously, these 3 in your analysis, but you have other options here, alerts that you have from the win percentage. Race 3, the number 2, 46%, top pace, good GSR, top here, a strong contender here, maybe a single. The number 1 is a bit far from the win percentage, but is an enemy, obviously, and the number 8 is another option that you can consider as an enemy. The number 2 looks very strong here. The long shot, only 1% to win. Check the horse maybe for the exotics. Race 4, 3 and 4 at the top picks, and they're at the top, 50% between them. That's good. That's very good, especially if you see that the long shot, 14%, is an enemy here, but the GSR is dropping, and the number 5, the GSR is dropping as well. They are contenders. Then you have the number 10, that is the only one from the win percentage perspective that has a GSR that apparently could compete with the 4 and 3. This GSR dropping is not good at all, but it doesn't mean that the horse is unable to win. He could win, but the chances are always lower than these three horses that have very GSR, especially in long distances. So these two, in my opinion, they are deciding the race. And you have enemies, but the enemies maybe are more for the exotics, 2, 5, and 10. Race 5. Another tough race, but very tough. You have 6 horses almost with the same win percentage, and the number one a bit higher with 17%. Good GSR. Second pick here, the 9. Second pick here, second win percentage, top pick, 39%. No, 29% only. It's not too much. Obviously, the competitive level could make the difference here. As you can see, these horses, they have, especially these two, they have lower SOR. Maybe that is an advantage because these two were facing tougher groups, and the 6 and 3 are enemies, especially the 6 with a good record at the distance and a good GSR. So I think you need to use these two. These two are enemies, and maybe you can check these 4 horses, including the long shot, and if you can get another horse that could upset the race. So these two are necessary, and these two are enemies, and maybe you can look around for a surprise. Race 6, 7, and 9, the top picks, the 3, the long shot, they are among the horses with the best win percentage. The 2 is not here, but the 2 has a good win percentage and good pace, better SOR. So this horse is a strong enemy of these 2 horses. Then you have the 8 and the 3, and this number 3 has a very good GSR, is going up. So this horse is a possible contender that you need to consider for the exotics. And if you are looking for a good payout for a pick 3 or pick 4, maybe you can use this horse. So race 7, 6 and 2 are the top pick, the 5 the long shot. The win percentage is not too high for these 2 horses. It's good, but not high. And you have 4 horses that look dangerous because they are not far from the win percentage perspective. And some of them, they have a very good money line. This number 8, 15-1, the top SOR, good record at the distance. Maybe this horse could upset the race. So check this horse. Obviously, these 2, you need to use them. And you have other horses, including the long shot. They are options that you can use against these 2 horses, or for the exotics, including the number 8. Race 8, 6 and 8, the top picks, the 3, the long shot. See, the number 6 is here. The number 8 is out of the chart, but it's close. It's not far. It's out of the top 5, but it's very close. And the GSR is very good. The 3 has a 8-1 in the money line number that is very good and very good GSR. The number 1 has a very good GSR, 1-for-1 at the distance, good win percentage, is not here. So the number 1 has several metrics saying, oh, this horse could win. Obviously, you have these 2. They have a good chance. That is a clear alert that, hey, this horse could upset the race. Check the horse. The number 3, check this horse. It's a surprise. So I believe you need to use 1, 6. You need to consider these 2. And maybe if you don't like them, 10 and 9 and other options. Race 9, 1 and 9 are the top picks. The 4 is the long shot. These 3 horses are at the top in the win percentage. That is a good sign. Then you can go to other information like the GSR, especially when the distances are over 7 furlongs, talking about 8 furlongs, 9 furlongs. The genetics are very important. In this case, the number 1 is well supported. 3 metrics pointing the horse. The number 9 obviously has well, but the GSR is 14 points lower than the number 9. That doesn't mean that the number 1 is unable to win the race, but maybe he will have more issues reaching the distance than the number 1. And that is an advantage for the number 1. So this horse is, by the way, the top horse of the race, the horse to beat, 4-1 in the money line. Enemies, the number 9. The 4 has a chance. The GSR is low, has the number 9 in comparison to the number 1. The 4 and 9 has lower GSRs. Then you have the 3, 12-1 in the money line. The 6, and these two they have good GSRs and higher money lines. So these two are potential surprises for the race. Horse to beat, enemies, and long shots that you consider in the last race. We will have another clip for the picks of Econet for Churchill Downs tomorrow, and also an analysis for the Kentucky Derby horse by horse.